Hello, algebra students. Welcome to your Unit 6 study guide videos. We're going to start with checkpoint A, problem number 1. So it says, here is a graph of function f. So here is a graph of function f. That's the solid line here. And a graph of the transformation of f, g. So g would be the dotted line. G is the transformation, okay? Describe how to transform f to get to graph G. So how would I make F look like G? Well, it doesn't look like there's any translations just because we're looking at here in the center and it's still at 0, 0. But then if I look at this point on F, that's 2, -2. And then if I look at the other side across the y-axis, it's -2, -2. It stayed the same or at the same level. So that just means that I have a reflection. It is a reflection across the x-axis. Okay? It's a reflection across the x-axis. And then it says write an equation for g of x in terms of f of x. So how do I write a reflection? Well, it says g of x, so that means I have to start with g of x. G of x, whoops, I don't know why it's not writing. Maybe there's a gap here. Let me just scroll up a bit. G of x, there we go, equals, well, now how do I determine a reflection? Well, first of all, there's two types of reflections. There's a reflection over the x-axis, or y-axis. So in this case, it was a reflection over the y-axis. So where does the negative go? So it's going to be f, give me 1 second, f of -x. The negative goes on the inside if it's a reflection over the y-axis. Hopefully you remember that. Okay, or make a little note here on the side. Negative on the inside is y-axis reflection. Something like that. Write in your own words. Let's dive straight into number 2. A function f is defined by f of x is equal to x squared. Write an equation for the function g, which is a transformation of graph f translated to the left 3 units. So they're just telling you, you have this function f of x. F of x is x squared. I want you to write an equation using g for the transformation of f that's moved 3 units to the left. So in this case, they gave you f of x and they told you what f of x is. So you have to use that x squared. So you're going to start by writing g of x equals, what's going to be, x plus 3 squared. The reason it's plus 3 is because, remember, to the left, I am adding a 3. If I want to move to the right, I'd be subtracting 3, okay? And that was it for this video of your study guide. We're going to jump on to number 3 in the next one. The next one is a little bit longer, but this is it for this. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand or talk to me personally, and I'll be more than happy to help you out, okay? See you in the next one.